The BPA-Free label on your plastic containers isn't a badge of safety, it's a strategic decoy. They merely swapped one hormone-mimicking chemical, bisphenol A, for its equally insidious cousins, bisphenol S and bisphenol F, chemicals now leaching into your food every single time you use that safe plastic. You're not just eating dinner, you're consuming a cocktail of industrial compounds designed to hijack your body's delicate hormonal balance. By the time this investigation concludes, you will understand precisely how these chemical replacements migrate from your seemingly inert kitchenware directly into your meals, transforming common plastic food containers into a silent conveyor belt for endocrine disruptors. We will pull back the curtain on the subtle, insidious mechanism by which these substitute bisphenols destabilize human physiology, revealing the true cost of an overlooked label. Imagine your body as an intricate biological symphony, with hormones acting as the conductors, guiding every process from metabolism to mood, growth to reproduction. Now picture a rogue musician, not quite hitting the right notes, subtly altering the entire performance. That's what bisphenol S and bisphenol F are doing inside you. These molecules don't just passively reside in plastic, they are embedded within its matrix, held there by weak bonds. Heat, wear, or even acidic foods act like microscopic chisels, breaking those bonds and releasing the chemical fragments. These fragments, invisible to the naked eye, then dissolve into your stored food or drink. From there, it's a direct pathway into your digestive system, absorbed into your bloodstream and circulated throughout your body. Most people never connect the subtle shifts they experience: a persistent brain fog, unexplained fatigue, a subtle dip in reproductive function, to the clear plastic container in their refrigerator. The symptoms are diffuse, easily attributed to stress or aging, but the science paints a different picture. Research has shown that these bisphenols, even at incredibly low concentrations, can mimic or block natural hormones. Think of your body's hormone receptors as highly specific locks. Bisphenol A was a key that could partially turn many of those locks. Now, bisphenol S and bisphenol F are almost identical copies. They fit into those same locks, sometimes opening them weakly, sometimes jamming them entirely. Your natural hormones, the true keys, can't do their job properly. A pivotal study by Kang and colleagues, published in 2016, meticulously documented the migration of bisphenol S and bisphenol F from common polycarbonate infant feeding bottles, revealing their consistent presence in simulated infant formula. This wasn't about a single catastrophic spill, it was about persistent, low-level, everyday exposure. The alarming finding wasn't just that they leached, but how readily they did, proving that even new products are not inert. This is a quiet invasion, happening on a molecular scale, altering the very signals your body relies upon. Does a single scratch on that clear plastic lunchbox suddenly seem more ominous? The real tragedy unfolds when you consider the scale and pervasiveness of this exposure and what it's doing to us. When these pseudo-hormones infiltrate your system, the consequences are not merely hypothetical, they are documented and deeply concerning. Consider the developing human, particularly during critical windows of growth. Before bisphenol A was widely regulated, studies showed clear links to developmental issues. Now, with bisphenol S and bisphenol F replacing it, the cycle continues. These chemicals don't just mimic estrogen, they've been observed to interfere with thyroid hormones and even androgen pathways. This means disruptions across multiple essential bodily systems. The meticulous work of Rochester and colleagues, detailed in Environmental Health Perspectives in 2020, meticulously outlined the growing body of evidence indicating that bisphenol S, in particular, exhibits significant developmental and reproductive toxicity. It's not just an academic concern, this means potential impacts on fertility, reproductive health, and even neurodevelopmental outcomes. This is not a theoretical threat, this is a clear and present danger to your internal landscape. Imagine a child's brain, meticulously wiring itself, neuron by neuron. Now, introduce a chemical imposter that whispers incorrect instructions, subtly altering the architecture. Or consider the intricate dance of a woman's reproductive cycle, governed by precise hormonal cues. These foreign molecules are throwing off that rhythm, leading to outcomes that were once rare, now becoming increasingly common. What did the regulatory agencies know? the shift from BPA to BPS and BPF was presented as an industry solution, a move towards safer alternatives. But the scientific community rapidly identified the structural similarities, sounding the alarm bells that these substitutes would likely exhibit similar endocrine-disrupting properties. The industry's argument consistently centers on exposure levels being too low to cause harm, or that their products meet existing regulatory thresholds. But that scientific reframe, turning an industry safety claim completely upside down, is crucial. Endocrine disruptors, unlike traditional toxins, often exert their most profound effects not at high doses, but at extremely low, environmentally relevant concentrations. It's a non-monotonic dose response, meaning that a little can sometimes be worse than a lot, because it perfectly mimics the tiny, precise signals of our natural hormones. This crucial distinction, often overlooked or downplayed, creates an enormous regulatory blind spot. The gap between documented harm and disclosed risk is not merely wide, it's a chasm, allowing a parade of safe alternatives to slip through, carrying the very same risks in new packaging. What personal cost are you paying for this regulatory inertia? So, what can you do, starting today, to reclaim your kitchen and protect your body from this pervasive chemical stealth? First, immediately cease all microwave heating of food in plastic containers. The elevated temperatures dramatically accelerate the leaching process of bisphenol S and bisphenol F into your food. Instead, transfer your leftovers to glass or ceramic dishes before placing them in the microwave. This single change eliminates one of the most significant pathways for acute chemical exposure in your kitchen. Second, meticulously inspect and replace any plastic food storage containers that show visible signs of wear, scratching, or clouding. These physical deteriorations compromise the integrity of the plastic, creating more surface area and more pathways for chemicals to escape into your food. Opt for replacements made from materials known for their chemical stability, such as borosilicate glass, food-grade stainless steel, or even silicone specifically certified for food contact, ensuring it's free of bisphenols entirely. Third, become a relentless label investigator. The BPA-Free label is now virtually meaningless for comprehensive safety. Instead, look for explicit assurances that products are also BPS-free and BPF-free. Many manufacturers are beginning to use these specific claims in response to consumer demand. When in doubt, default to non-plastic alternatives. Pay particular attention to products that will come into direct, repeated contact with food, especially hot food or liquids, like lunchboxes, water bottles, and reusable coffee cups. Choose stainless steel or glass versions whenever possible to sidestep the bisphenol problem entirely. You've trusted labels that promised safety, only to discover they delivered a different kind of chemical reality. Now, as you walk through your kitchen, opening cabinets, peering into the refrigerator, or packing a lunch, you won't just see plastic containers, you'll see potential conduits for endocrine disruption. The clear plastic water bottle on your desk, the lid on your smoothie cup, the container holding last night's dinner, each now carries a different weight, a silent question about its true chemical footprint. This isn't about fear, it's about seeing with clarity, understanding the unseen forces at play, and making informed choices that protect the delicate symphony of your own biology. Your home is not just a dwelling, it's a living laboratory, and you are its chief scientist. We have exposed how the promise of BPA-free was a carefully constructed illusion, allowing similar, equally harmful chemicals to permeate our daily lives. The investigation into the hidden chemicals permeating our most trusted, everyday products is far from over. There are other materials, other ubiquitous items in your home, currently masquerading as benign, that are silently reshaping your internal world. What else are you touching, wearing, or consuming every single day that is slowly, subtly altering your very being? We will find out.